Hello everybody, welcome back to the third episode of Skyfactory 4 on the Don Bishop YouTube channel. Now, as you can see, I don't look like I'm on my island. That's because I've been working behind the scenes to get prepared to start automation on the trees. Now, as you can see, and first of all, look at this. Diamond Paxel. I got this because the stone one was not going to do it. And then also I have this brown mulch. Yeah, you'll see what that is. Oh, and I also have a lot of stuff in my inventory. This filing cabinet is what we're going to be needing for storage, basically. I also made the bone crook, which is better than the stone one, but it still takes like resources to heal, and it's kind of hard to heal it up. So now moving on to what I've been working on. First of all, don't mind this stuff for now. I organized all this and put all my also look how much stone we have. Like do I even need a different tier of freaking cobblestone generator? I don't know. But then I have my saplings here, my sapling droppings here, blocks, and items. And then I have these levers here. Also, I made this. It's an ingot cast. It just makes ingots. So I put iron amber in here. Then I activate that so it does it on its own. Pours it into there, makes an iron ingot. And it gets filtered in this hopper system here. Drops down to here. I have some iron I have to pick up, so I'll grab that. So I did that. Let's talk about this before we get into that. This is a chest builder, and basically we can create a chest up to any size, up to 24 columns and 12 rows, and we will need this for the storage of the saplings when we automate it, so we don't have to worry about overflow. You can also change the color, but whatever. Now, these... Okay, so first of all, I'm using... If you look at the top of the screen, I'm using a hopping bonsai pot. Basically, it removes the need for growing these by myself. I can just put that in here, it grows automatically. And then, because it's a hopping one, usually it's just a regular bonsai pot, which means you have to harvest it by yourself. But with a hopping one, it gets filtered into a chest, as you can see. And the reason why I have these ones, these are temporary. These will be the materials for what I need to actually start that. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm getting all the materials so that I can start and then just quickly get it over with. And then, yeah. But I have clay. Clay for clay, obviously, and then clay turns into bricks, which I make bonsais with. I can actually show you. Turn the bricks into a bonsai pot. Make a hopper. Put the hopper there. Put the bonsai there. Hopping bonsai. Pretty simple that. Jungle I'm using to craft cocoa beans, although hold on, let me search up mulch real quick. As you can see, what I have right now is brown mulch. You can see at the top there. Brown mulch then turned yellow, and then amber, ruby, red, and then oh my gosh, up to our red, black, blue, all the way up to blue. Now, if you look at the brown mulch, you know, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good upgrade from dirt. Brown mulch is 142% growth rate and 140% chance, or 140% drop chance. I don't really know what that means, but if we move up to the blue mulch, growth rate is 1000% with drop chance of 350%. Imagine how fast. It's literally double what black mulch is. But we are going to automate all of that because For brown mulch, we just need cocoa beans, which we can just do that. And yellow mulch, we need biofuel, which we need this crusher for, which we can just crush any sapling. And then from yellow mulch, we need substrate, which we need a PRC for. We'll get into all that later. It's not really necessary now that we need fertilizer. Yeah, it gets more complicated the higher up you go. But that's because it gets better. Next thing I want to do before I just cut away and then start grinding materials is something to do with these sugarcane seeds. Now, if you look at, because over here is the stuff that I either need for the automation or stuff that I need later. But for the filing cabinet, we need filing folders, obviously. But we need paper for that. And obviously, you all know you need sugarcane for paper. But that would take ages to farm, right? So, I want to show you guys a neat little trick. Hold on, I want to get rid of this rain. Now, to build this, we're going to need this special, not sand, we're going to need snad. Now, for snad, we just need 2 sands. So, let's grab, just create a bunch of sand, create some snad. Let me put this stuff away. I'm trying to keep organized here. As you can see, my inventory is very organized. Let's just build it over here, I guess. So we're gonna need snad. I'm gonna put it right there. Ooh, that's a interesting achievement name. And then we're gonna need this thing here, redstone clock. Make a redstone clock. And then I think that's it. Now, how do we actually... Gotta desperately walk back. Or, yeah, walk. I'll just put that there. There we go. Beautiful. Break that. Oh, it still needs water, huh? Put the snad right there. Put the sugar cane right there. And we just put a redstone clock there. Set this to 1, 1. And this should, yep. Do you mind, cows? Look at this. Our sugarcane is growing at the speed of, not light, but it's growing very fast. I mean, we're gonna have sugarcane for years. So that solves our paper problem, as you can tell. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. And now, it just is gonna come down to a lot of waiting. Okay, so I'm back. It wasn't that long, but I decided I was just gonna try and do as many as I could. Easy. Which I don't know how many that's gonna be, but first is gonna be the dirt, because that's the first sapling that we start off with, obviously. So I got my filing folders, got my pipes, my item ducts. So the first thing I did is just place, also, look at how big this chest is. It costs so much, but look at how big. I mean, come on. When are we gonna run out of space? Like, what? So, what we have to do is first we have to get at least one of each item, which, hold on, let's just look. Dirt, sapling. But basically what we have to do, put the filing folder in there. Dirt sapling. Now we have a filing folder with 1 dirt sapling. So what we have to do is eventually, oh my gosh, I do have to craft this crescent hammer, or wrench. It's not a hammer. That's right. Which we can just peer down here, grab this iron that we have already ready. Craft that using iron and tin, which I have a lot of tin already. For crafting the atom ducts. And then I think what we have to do is first pump that into there. Actually, I think that's wrong. I don't want that to fall. Here, hold on. I'm gonna craft, or not craft, but I'm gonna build a little, or should I just extend it from here? Let's just extend it from here. So I should probably go ahead and make a packager right now. Let me craft a crafting table so I can just put this down here. A packager. We're gonna need light blue dye, which means we're gonna need lapis lazuli. And then that's not where I wanted to go. I need a furnace and crafting table. Let's go. Boom. 1, 2. And then craft 2 crafting tables as well. Boom, now we have a packager. Package control. And then what we're gonna do with this packager is we're gonna put it here, I believe. So then we can pump that into there. We're gonna need to craft servos and whatever the other one's called. Basically, it'll craft the dirt, but it needs power obviously, which we don't have. Craft the dirt, pump it out of here, put it into this chest. That's it. So here, back here is where the power is going to be coming from. But up here, this is why we need the wrench, so we can tell this not to connect to there. Put the filing cabinet there. Now we can put our stuff here. Boom. And then I think the last one, or no, yeah, wait, did I already do dirt? Yeah, I did the dirt sapling. Dirt leaves. And then I think that's it, right? Leaves, as in, yeah, I already did all that. I took all my wood, whatever. So now we need a bonsai. Plop that right there. Grab the mulch. Oh, I do need. Pop that right in there. Now that's gonna grow, and then that should also. Not a folder. Magnifying glass. I will need to craft a magnifying glass. I need to craft one of these soon, so that I can take whatever folder I want out of there instead of having to go through all of them. Like if I want a dirt sapling, I would have to take all these out. You get what I mean, I hope. But now we're gonna need to craft a... Guess we just gotta keep building that for each. And then also we can make later to just make it nice. Item frame. We can make invisible item frames. And then just put that like right there or something, or right there. And then it'll just make it look nice. just gotta wait for this iron. Oh! Well, we're back, everybody. And I finally finished putting all these chests. Each of these chests is 64 iron down the drain. Was it worth it? I don't know. But what I do know is that I need to... Where did that go? Here. These filters, these are trash. These are useless. These are garbage. I think those servos are fine, but I need a different filter because it's just I think. Oh my gosh, dude! What is an Invar ingot, dude? Okay. Well, I just realized that I in fact do not need I do not need these ones. But I need these ones, which means I need electrum. Which means I need pulverized gold and pulverized silver. Which actually isn't that bad because I have both of those already there. So I'll be back when I have that. Yes! Okay, I figured it out. You need to use these reinforced filters because you can set the max amount of items to be sent in. So only 64 dirt acorns and dirt resin can be sent in. So now I just gotta do that for all of them. Here we go. Alright, we're back finally. This is by far the longest episode. Not the longest episode, but the longest it's taken me to film an episode. But as you can see over here, we finally finished all of our automation. Now, this is not the end. We still have many more saplings to go, like bacon sapling, yum. But I'm pretty sure there's also like I don't know if there's an achievement for it, but there's emerald saplings, there's netherrack saplings, there's so many more saplings, so this will continue to grow. But as you can see, we already have a stack of diamonds. And also, once we do get enough materials, I'll probably do this like off camera or in between an episode, but I'll extend, so for example, like the gold, it's just gold amber, but I can extend this down to a smelter, smelt the gold, bring it to another packager, and then bring it back up to the chest. So, and then it'll turn to gold blocks, more storage, and it doesn't require me to go over there to smelt it all the time. But yeah, apart from that, these are all the saplings that we have. I mean, we already have a lot of dirt, a lot of bones. We're gonna be rich in bones, sand, all this stuff. We're gonna be okay in. And then this is our power source, apples, which we actually have a lot. We have 704 apples, but if we do add the smelters, we will have to probably put a few more generators because it's just gonna eat through all the apples if it's too much. But other than that, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. I'm not sure what to do with these chests because it's just like a lot of stuff. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these chests. I'll probably figure that out in between episodes, but yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and stay tuned for episode 4, where we're going to be doing even more automation. That's right. Now that we have all these saplings all automated into the stuff that we need, automation will be it. That is going to be the entire thing from now on. Well, I don't want to say that, but like, we're still gonna do some other cool stuff that's not automation, but we're getting there. We're getting to a sky factory. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I already said that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.